Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, where we're diving into one of the most exciting and potentially life-changing coins in American history, the USA Eisenhower $1. This isn't just another old coin, it's a rare piece of numismatic treasure that could be worth millions of dollars in today's collector market. With its bold design featuring President Dwight Eisenhower and the powerful image of the American bald eagle landing on the moon, this coin represents more than money. It's a symbol of American pride and history. Whether you're a serious collector or just curious about what might be hiding in your change jar, you don't want to miss what we've uncovered. This coin has the power to turn ordinary people into millionaires overnight. So sit back, hit that like button, and let's explore the unbelievable value and secrets behind the United States of America $1. Let's get started. First up, in the 1971 Eisenhower dollar stands as one of the most celebrated and sought-after coins in modern USA numismatics. As the first dollar coin issued by the United States Mint since the peace dollar in 1935, its return to circulation marked a significant moment in American coinage history. Collectors are drawn to the 1971 Eisenhower dollar not only for its historical context, but also for its beautiful design, various production types, proof and uncirculated, and relatively low mintage compared to other modern issues. The versions, struck in San Francisco with a 40% silver composition, make it even more desirable, particularly in high grades. With increasing demand and limited availability in pristine condition, this coin has cemented its place as a cornerstone for Eisenhower dollar enthusiasts and serious collectors alike. The Eisenhower dollar series was launched in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who passed away in 1969. He was not only a former U.S. president, but also the supreme Allied commander during World War II, making him an iconic figure in American and global history. The 1971 issue was struck at the San Francisco Mint, with a limited run in both uncirculated and proof formats, many of which were intended for collectors rather than circulation. This particular issue also commemorated the Apollo 11 moon landing, with astronaut and Air Force General Eisenhower indirectly symbolized through the reverse design. The coin was part of a broader movement in the 1970s to revive the prestige and collectability of American coinage. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar is especially notable for its dual appeal to history buffs and space enthusiasts. Designed by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparo, the obverse features a strong and dignified profile of President Eisenhower. The reverse depicts an eagle landing on the moon, an adaptation of the Apollo 11 mission insignia, clutching an olive branch to represent peace. This powerful imagery celebrates both Eisenhower's military legacy and the U.S. space program's monumental achievements. The coin is composed of 40% silver in the collector versions, with a diameter of 38.1 millimeters and a weight of 24.59 grams. Its silver composition, high relief design, and deep cameo contrast, especially in proof strikes, make it visually stunning when well preserved. Although millions of Eisenhower dollars were minted, the 1971 silver variety, especially in perfect condition, is far rarer. The U.S. Mint produced approximately 4 million silver-clad proof versions and about 6.8 million uncirculated silver-clad coins as of recent years. The value of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar depends significantly on its condition and format. Uncirculated 40% silver examples typically sell for $15 to $30 in average grades, but sharply struck MS-67 or MS-68 examples can command prices from $200 to $600. For the proof version, PR-69 DCM coins commonly sell in the $25 to $75 range, while a perfect PR-70 DCM, especially certified by PCGS or NGC, can reach $1,000 or more due to their extreme scarcity. Auction records show that premium examples have sold for over $1,500 in the past decade, especially when accompanied by provenance or struck from early die states. Collectors are particularly interested in unique varieties and mint errors, which can drastically increase a coin's value. The 1971 silver dollars come in two main finishes, uncirculated and proof. Some coins show minor die variations, including double dies or strike-through errors, which the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is far more than a silver coin. It's a tribute to leadership, innovation, and American achievement. Whether admired for its bold design, cherished for its historical roots, or sought after for its rarity and value, this coin stands as a hallmark of 20th century U.S. numismatics. Its affordability in lower grades makes it accessible, while its top-tier versions offer incredible allure for elite collectors. If you're building a meaningful, historically rich collection, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar deserves a prominent place in your numismatic journey. Next up in the 1972 Eisenhower dollar holds a significant place in American numismatics, especially among collectors seeking historical and aesthetic value in their coin collections. As part of the Eisenhower dollar series minted from 1971 to 1978, the 1972 issue stands out due to its special characteristics, limited mintage, and unique minting process. Struck in San Francisco and issued in both proof and uncirculated formats, this dollar coin is particularly prized when found in pristine condition. Its combination of historical importance, detailed design, and relative scarcity contributes to its ongoing popularity and desirability in the coin collecting community. The Eisenhower dollar series was introduced to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a revered military leader and the 34th President of the United States. The 1972 dollar, in particular, was minted during a time of national transition and reflection, shortly after the Apollo space missions and amidst growing interest in commemorative coinage. San Francisco's minting of the marked dollars involved two main versions, a proof coin made for collectors and a 40% silver uncirculated variety not meant for general circulation. These coins were part of the U.S. Mint's bicentennial lead-up offerings, reflecting patriotism and space exploration themes prominent during the 1970s. Visually, the design of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is both symbolic and artistically detailed. The obverse showcases a powerful portrait of President Eisenhower, designed by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparo, with inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the year 1972. The reverse pays homage to the Apollo 11 moon landing, featuring an eagle landing on the moon clutching an olive branch, an adaptation of the Apollo 11 mission insignia. Surrounding the image are the words "United States of America, $1," and "E pluribus unum." The coin is notable for its size, 38.1 millimeters diameter, weight, 24.59 grams, and composition, either a copper-nickel-clad version or a 40% silver-clad variety, with the silver issues minted only in San Francisco. Rarity plays a pivotal role in the 1972 Eisenhower dollar's value. While it is not the rarest of the Eisenhower series, the 40% silver uncirculated version and the proof silver issue have a significantly lower mintage compared to the general copper-nickel issues. The uncirculated 40% silver variety had a mintage of just over 2.6 million, while the proof version was struck at just under 2 million. In addition, high-grade examples, graded MS69 or PR69-70 by NGC or PCGS, are much harder to come by and command a strong premium due to their scarcity and exceptional eye appeal. When it comes to market value, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar varies depending on condition and variety. A typical silver-clad uncirculated 1972 can sell for around $12 to $20 in average condition, but can reach $100 or more if graded MS68 or above. The proof silver version is also commonly found in collector sets and trades for around $15 to $25. But perfect PR70 examples can fetch $150 to $300 or more, depending on demand and certification. The coin's silver content also contributes to its intrinsic value, making it appealing to both numismatists and bullion collectors. Collectors interested in this iconic coin should pay close attention to details that distinguish the silver version from the copper-nickel-clad version, especially when buying loose coins outside of original U.S. Mint packaging. Look for a grayish edge with little to no visible copper line, indicative of the 40% silver content. For serious collectors, certified examples from PCGS or NGC offer greater assurance of authenticity and quality. It's also advisable to store these coins in airtight holders or original mint packaging to prevent toning or environmental damage. Additionally, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar does not suffer from the multiple reverse varieties of the investment. Potential of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar has steadily grown, especially as the market increasingly favors earlier U.S. mint collector issues. While the coin may not yet command the astronomical prices seen in some older gold or error coin series, its value appreciation over time has been stable, particularly for high-grade silver versions. As the supply of pristine examples diminishes, and as more collectors aim to complete full Eisenhower dollar sets, demand is expected to remain strong. In conclusion, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is more than just a coin. It's a tangible piece of American history. Whether admired for its tribute to President Eisenhower, its Apollo mission-themed reverse, or its limited silver content, this dollar embodies an era of pride, innovation, and national achievement. It remains a favorite among both seasoned collectors and newcomers for its beauty, significance, and long-term value potential. For anyone building a serious U.S. coin collection, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is a must-have gem. Next up, in the 1974 Eisenhower dollar stands as a remarkable highlight in the legacy of modern American coinage, commanding the interest of both seasoned numismatists and new collectors alike. Minted in San Francisco and bearing the distinguished S mint mark, this coin is especially sought after in its proof and 40% silver-clad formats. As part of the larger Eisenhower dollar series, 1971 to 1978, the 1974 exemplifies the era's ambition to blend patriotic symbolism with durable circulating coinage, while also appealing to collectors through special releases. Its strong visual appeal, silver content, and limited mintage make it a cornerstone of 1970s U.S. coinage. The Eisenhower dollar series was launched in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower and to commemorate the Apollo 11 moon landing, a pivotal moment in U.S. history. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar emerged during the fourth year of this series and was struck at the San Francisco Mint in two notable formats: a 40% silver-clad uncirculated version and a 40% silver-proof version. Both were issued exclusively for collectors through the U.S. Mint's annual collector sets. These coins were never released into general circulation, underscoring their intended role as numismatic keepsakes rather than everyday money. The coin's obverse was designed by Frank Gasparo and features a bold profile of President Eisenhower facing left, with the word Liberty arching above, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the date, 1974, below. On the reverse is Gasparo's interpretation of the Apollo 11 mission insignia, an American bald eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch of peace with the earth in the background, a powerful blend of military honor and peaceful aspiration. The coin's size, 38.1 millimeters, weight, approximately 24.59 grams, and reeded edge contribute to its distinctive presence in hand and in a display. What sets the 1974 Eisenhower dollar apart in rarity is its status as a collector-only release, along with the relative scarcity of high-grade examples, especially with deep cameo contrast on proofs. The uncirculated silver versions were included in brown Ike sets, packaged in faux wood grain cases, while the proof versions were sold in blue Ike envelopes. While these sets were produced in modest quantities, approximately 1.9 million uncirculated and 1.3 million proof coins, the number of coins surviving today in pristine, untouched condition is significantly lower due to mishandling or environmental exposure. The value of a 1974 Eisenhower dollar depends greatly on condition, format, and grading. In the current numismatic market, a standard 1974 silver uncirculated dollar sells for around $15 to $25, whereas a high-grade example graded MS67 or above by PCGS or NGC can fetch $150 to $300 or more. Proof versions typically start at $20 to $30. But deep cameo examples in PR69 or PR70 can command $200 to $600, depending on the strength of the contrast and the coin's visual appeal. Exceptional specimens have reached even higher at auction, particularly those with flawless surfaces and exceptional eye appeal. For collectors seeking to add the 1974 Eisenhower dollar to their collections, it's crucial to look for well-preserved examples with minimal marks, especially on the high points of the obverse and reverse. Certification by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC is highly recommended, as it not only confirms the coin's authenticity and grade, but also adds value and trust in resale. Proof versions with strong cameo or deep cameo contrast, where the frosted devices stand out vividly against mirror-like fields, are especially desirable. Proper storage in inert, non-PVC holders will help preserve the coin's luster and prevent toning or tarnish. Investors and collectors are drawn to this coin for its silver content, historical association, and aesthetic appeal. Its design connects post-war presidential legacy with the triumph of space exploration, a symbolic bridge between terrestrial leadership and celestial conquest. Because the Eisenhower series was the last large-sized dollar coin issued by the U.S. Mint before the introduction of smaller formats, Susan B. Anthony in 1979, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar marks the end of an era in physical currency design that, in addition to its numismatic and investment value, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar offers educational and historical significance. It provides a tangible link to pivotal moments in American history, from Eisenhower's lead-in conclusion. Whether you're a new collector intrigued by American history or a veteran numismatist seeking key examples from the Eisenhower series, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is a compelling choice. Its limited availability, exceptional design, and commemorative purpose provide all the ingredients of a timeless collectible. For those who appreciate the story behind the metal, this coin tells a tale of leadership, exploration, and craftsmanship that still echoes in the collector's market today. Next up in the 1978 Eisenhower dollar stands as a notable and cherished piece in American numismatics, representing both the final year of the Eisenhower dollar series and a culmination of its historical journey. Minted in San Francisco and often issued in proof or 40% silver uncirculated formats, the 1978 version holds a special appeal for collectors. As the last coin to feature President Dwight D. Eisenhower before the series transitioned to the Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979, this issue is highly sought after, particularly in pristine condition. Its enduring appeal lies in its blend of historic significance, striking design, and the limited availability of certain high-grade specimens. The Eisenhower dollar series began in 1971, created to honor both President Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing, with the reverse design depicting an eagle landing on the moon. By 1978, this series had run its course, and the Mint was preparing to shift to a smaller dollar coin due to public dissatisfaction with the large and heavy Eisenhower dollars. The 1978 coins were produced at the San Francisco Mint, primarily for collectors rather than circulation. This was during a time of evolving coinage trends and economic shifts, and the coin's production at the prestigious San Francisco facility adds to its prestige and collectability. Visually, the 1978 Eisenhower dollar is distinguished by its crisp, bold design. The obverse features a stately portrait of Eisenhower, created by Frank Gasparo, with inscriptions reading "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date, 1978. The reverse showcases the iconic Apollo 11 tribute, with an eagle landing on the moon clutching an olive branch, surrounded by stars. The proof versions, struck in a 40% silver composition, are highly reflective with a frosted cameo effect, adding visual depth and elegance. Measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighing approximately 24.59 grams for silver-clad issues, this coin carries both physical heft and historical weight. Rarity is a key aspect of the 1978 Eisenhower dollar, particularly in ultra-high grades or in its 40% silver uncirculated version. While mintage numbers were relatively modest compared to circulating coins, about 3.1 million silver uncirculated and 3.1 million silver-proof coins, finding flawless examples with deep cameo contrast or perfect surfaces can be a challenge. Many examples exhibit light spotting or hairlines due to handling or storage. PCGS and NGC graded coins in PR70 DCM or MS69 condition are considered premium pieces, commanding significant interest from advanced collectors. The market value of the 1978 Eisenhower dollar varies depending on condition, format, and grading. A typical 40% silver uncirculated coin, not graded, might sell for $10 to $25, while silver-proof versions in PR69 DCM typically fetch $25 to $50. However, top-graded examples, PR70 DCM, can command values of $200 to $600 or more, depending on demand and auction timing. Rarely, exceptionally preserved coins with unique die varieties or striking errors, such as double dies or misstrikes, can breach the $1,000 mark, although these are extremely uncommon. Over the past decade, collector interest in high-grade Ike dollars has grown, influencing steady appreciation. For collectors seeking to acquire a 1978 Eisenhower dollar, certification is essential. Look for coins graded by reputable third-party services like PCGS or NGC to ensure authenticity and quality. When shopping, examine listings for key attributes like deep cameo contrast in proofs or strong luster, and strike for uncirculated coins. Proof coins are often sold in their original government packaging, brown boxes, and uncirculated silver issues in blue envelopes. These original holders can add historical value. Proper storage in non-PVC holders or certified slabs is critical to maintaining condition and avoiding tarnish or corrosion. This coin also represents a notable collecting milestone. It is the last of the largest collectors often regard this issue as an essential piece for completing a full Eisenhower dollar set, especially those focused on silver or proof-only issues. Its combination of beauty, limited mintage, and historical significance gives it broad appeal across different segments of the hobby. Both new collectors and experienced numismatists appreciate the coin for its iconic status and the elegance of its San Francisco proof strikes. In conclusion, the 1978 Eisenhower dollar embodies the legacy of a historic coin series, paying tribute to a revered American leader and a monumental moment in space exploration. As the final issue of its kind, it occupies a special place in U.S. coinage history. With its sharp design, collectible silver versions, and relatively limited availability in top condition, it continues to attract collectors and investors alike. Whether pursued for personal enjoyment, historical interest, or long-term value, this coin remains a standout in modern American numismatics. The 1977 Eisenhower dollar stands as a distinguished piece within the Eisenhower dollar series, garnering notable attention among numismatists and collectors alike. Minted in San Francisco, this coin is particularly valued for its proof quality, limited production, and the historical context it represents. While Eisenhower dollars in general are appreciated for their commemoration of the 34th U.S. president and the Apollo 11 moon landing, the 1977 variant is especially prized for its fine strike, mirror-like surfaces, and overall aesthetic appeal. With a strong market presence and increasing interest in mid to late 20th century coinage, the 1977 Eisenhower dollar continues to gain recognition as both a historical artifact and an attractive. The Eisenhower dollar series was produced between 1971 and 1978 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the accomplishments of the U.S. space program, particularly the Apollo 11 mission. By 1977, the coin was nearing the end of its production run, and public demand for large circulating dollar coins was declining. Nonetheless, the San Francisco Mint continued to produce high-quality proof and 40% silver collector versions, catering specifically to numismatists. The 1977 proof Eisenhower dollar was never released for general circulation, but was included in special U.S. Mint proof sets, which were highly anticipated by collectors each year. One of the most striking aspects of the 1977 Eisenhower dollar is its elegant design. The obverse features Frank Gasparo's portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, presented in a commanding profile that conveys both dignity and strength. The reverse design, also by Gasparo, depicts an adaptation of the Apollo 11 mission insignia, an eagle landing on the moon clutching an olive branch, symbolizing peace. Proof versions of this coin are struck multiple times to ensure precision, giving them sharp details, frosted devices, and deep mirror fields. The coin weighs approximately 22.68 grams and is composed primarily of copper-nickel, although a special 40% silver-clad version was also produced for collectors. The rarity of the 1977 Eisenhower dollar lies not in its overall mintage. Over 3.25 million proof coins were struck, but in the preservation of flawless examples. Coins graded PR69 DCM, proof 69 deep cameo, or PR70 DCM by grading services like PCGS and NGC are particularly scarce and command premium prices. The deep cameo designation is especially desirable, referring to the dramatic contrast between the frosted design and the reflective background. Additionally, examples with perfect centering, strong luster, and no blemishes are significantly more valuable. While no major die varieties or errors are widely recognized for this date, ultra-high-grade specimens remain difficult to acquire. Market value for the 1977 Eisenhower dollar varies, depending on grade and strike. Common proof examples and standard condition PR67 or lower generally fetch between $6 and $12. However, coins graded PR69 DCM may sell for $30 to $60, while top-graded PR70 DCM examples have been known to reach prices between $300 and $700, depending on demand and market conditions. The 40% silver-clad variety, available through the 1977 silver proof set, is even more coveted, with prices reaching upwards of $1,000 for PR70 DCM specimens. Market values have seen steady growth in recent years as collector interest in modern proof coinage intensifies. For collectors seeking to add a 1977 Eisenhower dollar to their collection, a few key strategies can enhance the experience and investment. First, seek out coins certified by reputable grading agencies such as PCGS or NGC to ensure authenticity and accurate grading. Coins housed in original U.S. mint packaging, such as proof sets or original government presentation cases, are also attractive for both display and preservation. When purchasing high-grade or silver-clad versions, it's best to work with established numismatic dealers or auction platforms that provide detailed provenance and buyer protections. The proof coinage from the San Francisco Mint enjoys a strong reputation among Eisenhower dollar enthusiasts, and the 1977-1911 issue is no exception. Its sharply rendered design, limited availability in deep cameo condition, and dual historical associations with President Eisenhower and the Apollo space program make it especially attractive. Collectors appreciate this coin not only for its beauty but in conclusion, the 1977 Eisenhower dollar embodies the intersection of history, artistry, and collectability. Its proof-only production, meticulous craftsmanship, and ties to one of America's most iconic figures make it a standout within the Eisenhower series. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer exploring the world of numismatics, this coin offers both visual appeal and lasting value. As interest in modern U.S. coinage grows, the 1977 Eisenhower dollar is poised to remain a prized possession in any serious collection.